Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, I'm Kiki.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Mike?
Yes.
Today, we are going to talk about breaking bad habits.
Oh.
Do you have any bad habits?
That sounds hard. Do I have any bad habits? Let's see. I'm trying to get better, but one of the bad habits I find it very hard to break, and I just spent a lot of money kind of making this bad habit easier for me.
Okay.
I buy too many books.
Oh.
I am a book shopping fan. I go to many stores or I buy them online. I read a lot.
Yeah.
I read a lot. I try to read, at least a book a week. Sometimes I'm up to 2 books a week. But for every 1 book I read, I probably buy 2 or 3 books.
Oh.
So the number of to be read future books grows much faster than, the books that I'm actually able to read. I should stop. I'm getting better, and I did get a Kindle.
Yeah.
So at least I'm not buying real books that take up space. I'm putting them on my little reading machine computer thing.
I wouldn't say that's a bad habit.
It's not, it could be worse.
It's good. It's
right?
good.
It's better than buying luxury shoes or
there are other
fancy
bad
things.
habits.
Yeah, what about
right?
you? What about you?
My bad habit
Oh, here it comes.
is I'm pretty good
This is going
at
to be
other
really
things.
bad. Okay,
But
what is it?
I like to buy cute little things, random cute little things. Specifically, has to do with a cat.
Oh, you're a cat collector.
No, I'm not a cat
A
collector.
cat kitsch collector.
Just a Hello Kitty collector.
Oh, now we're getting very precise. Okay.
But other than that,
And can I ask, I can tell you how many books I have if you want to know. Can I ask you approximately, take a guess, how many different little Hello Kitty dongshi things do you have?
that's the weird thing.
Yeah?
I don't know where they are.
You don't what? What do you mean? What?
I'm pretty sure I buy little things and then I gift it to people.
Well, that's nice. You're giving them away, so that's something.
Yeah.
But you must have a room at home with a lot of Hello Kitty
I actually
stuff.
don't, though.
You don't?
I
Okay.
don't.
Well, I don't think that's terrible. I mean, your bank manager, your business manager might say you're spending a lot of money on home. But at least you're not filling up rooms at home or, you're giving them away. So that's good.
So I'd say our bad habits are pretty acceptable.
There you go. And also I know that if your birthday or Christmas is coming up, I'm getting you a Hello Kitty book. That's what I'm going to get you. It would be perfect for me and for you. All right, guys, let's look at our bad habits and how we can break them. Because sometimes bad habits are much worse than too many books or too much cute kitty stuff.
Trish has a bad habit. When she experiences difficulty at school, she bites her nails. Doing that gives her pleasure, and that, in turn, eases the pressure.
All right, so today we are talking about breaking bad habits, part 1. Luckily, Mike, you and I think our habits we're still under control.
Our bad habits are not that bad, that's right. And we're having fun with it, but we should also remember that some people do have bad habits that are really not good for them. Spending too much money, eating too much, drinking, smoking, things like that. These bad habits can definitely not be good to have in your life. And breaking them or stopping them, when we stop a bad habit, when we try to get away from that behavior or that thing that we're doing that's not good for us, we can use that verb to break. That is difficult. It is difficult to break a bad habit, and many people struggle with it for a long time.
Right.
So let's keep our mind on that as we learn about Trish. Now, what is up with Trish? It says Trish has a bad habit, all right? There's a behavior that she does. It might make her feel good at the time, like shopping or, eating too much junk food when you're sad, but when you look at her whole life, it's not really good for her. So she has a bad habit. When she experiences difficulty at school, she bites her nails. Oh, when people get nervous, when they get upset, when they're worried, unhappy, they might bite their nails. I used to do this around the age of 11 or 12. I used to bite my nails too. And sometimes they would get so short they would start to hurt or even to bleed. And it was not a good thing. When you bite something, no, I wasn't doing that. I was more like a scraper.
Oh, okay.
Not good. But when you bite things, you're basically using your teeth kind of like scissors or knives, right? So you're putting something in your mouth and you're using your teeth either to cut them, like by using the front part, or tear things, like you might bite into some chicken to rip it off the bone, or you might bite something at the back of your mouth, like a peanut or something, to crush it, to kind of smash it between. But basically, you're doing that and you're using your teeth to cut or break up food in order to eat it. And that's okay, because it's food. Your nails are not food.
Yes. So Trish has a bad habit of biting her nails. Okay, so the nail is this hard part on the upper part of your fingers and your toes. And usually living beings that have nails are generally humans or other types of primates.
Yes.
So living beings with fingers, they will have this hard keratin. It's made out of keratin.
It's like
That's
hair.
What, yeah, it's like
hard
hair. It's actually the same material.
Yeah, grows.
And it grows and, it protects our fingers and our toes.
That's right, and we can paint them nice colors.
Yeah, so biting your nails, it might not be too good for your nail health and your fingers.
Yeah, and it just doesn't look good. Some people also say chewing. I chew my fingernails, which is like biting, but you're kind of grinding things. Again, when you eat, you chew and you bite, but you don't do it to your nails, please. Yeah.
So let's find out why Trish does this. Why does she do it? Okay, doing that gives her pleasure, and that in turn eases the pressure.
That's why a lot of people have these bad habits.
So she chews or bites her nails because it makes her feel good. It gives her pleasure because she was trying to take some pressure off.
That's right. She's worried, she's stressed, she's under a lot of pressure. And when you take pleasure in something, you enjoy something. And if you've ever had a bad day and then you go home and do something fun or eat something you like, you can understand this. You do that fun thing or you eat that delicious food because it makes you happy, it makes you feel joy, it makes you feel better, it gives you pleasure. And that's all we're talking about. Your hobbies, hanging out with your friends, going to your favorite place, taking a wonderful holiday, or just buying a lot of Hello Kitty stuff online. It makes you smile, it makes your brain go, I like this. And it puts you in a good mood. It gives you pleasure. And it takes away the pressure you might be feeling.
So what is pressure? Pressure can mean a lot of things, but in this case, we are talking about a difficult situation that might make a person feel worried or unhappy.
Right.
Okay, so when you put pressure on someone,
Don't put pressure on me.
Mike,
No.
from now on, you have to read all the books that you buy.
What happens if I don't?
You're not allowed to buy any more books.
Oh, that's terrible. What am I going to do? I can't sleep. I can't eat. I feel terrible. My hair is falling out. My skin's breaking out. I'm feeling all this stress and nervousness.
It's a lot of stress and a lot of things that make a person feel bad.
Yeah.
So, for example, Mary's parents wanted to take the pressure off her.
Oh, that's nice.
They told her she only has to pass her classes.
She doesn't have to be the best in the class
Nope.
or get 100 and
Nope.
perfect and everything.
Just pass.
Wow, that really takes the pressure off her. That's great.
right.
I feel so relaxed for Mary.
Yep.
What are we doing now?
Okay, we're going to take a break and we will find out more about Trish and her bad
A break?
habits.
That gives me pleasure.
Trish isn't blind to her bad habit. She knows that it isn't healthy. She also knows that it turns some people's stomachs, so she decides to find a way to break her bad habit. First, Trish tries dipping her hands in salt. Then she tries putting chili peppers on and around her nails. Both of those methods fail to stop her nail-biting habit.
Welcome back, everyone. We are with our friend Trish, who is trying to do something that is not easy. She is trying to break her bad habit of biting or chewing her fingernails. Now, of course, the first thing you have to do with a bad habit is to admit, to be honest with yourself and say, yes, this is a bad habit. I need to do something about it. Is Trish able to do that? Does she know she has a bad habit?
Let's find out.
Yes.
Okay, so our article says Trish isn't blind to her bad habit.
Okay, good. That's the first step.
So when we have this word blind, usually we're talking about not being able to see something. But in this case, we're talking about when somebody lacks awareness about a situation. So it might not be obvious to somebody that they might have this bad habit. But in this case, Trish isn't blind to her bad habit. So she's able to see that she has this problem, which is biting her nails.
Okay, so it's nothing to do with her eyes. Her eyes work fine.
Yeah.
It's more about being honest and admitting and being aware that she has this bad habit and she should try to do something about it. And she knows about all of this stuff. As it says, she knows that it isn't healthy. Yeah, it's not healthy to do that. I mean, you're swallowing your fingernails and they can get bloody and maybe get in, little dirt gets in there, infections, and it's just not a good thing to do. And, when I'm talking to you and you're like, really? Oh, that's interesting. It's not so nice to do it around people. As it says, she also knows that it turns some people's stomachs. When someone turns your stomach, it makes you feel like you're gonna be sick, like you might throw up. I mean, that's a kind of extreme, like the smell of the rotten eggs really turned my stomach. Yes, we're not saying though that when Trish talks to people, blah, they wanna throw up their lunch. No, it just means it's kind of unpleasant, it's gross, it's disgusting, it's aïe. That's the kind of thing that might turn your stomach, and she doesn't want her habit to make other people feel aïe, to feel unpleasant or not nice around her. So she decides to find a way to break her bad habit. She is determined to try to improve herself, get rid of this bad habit, and go on to be the better kind of Trish that she knows she can be.
Okay.
How do you do that, though?
How is she gonna break this bad habit?
I know how I did it, and it was a little weird, but how did she do it?
Oh, okay. Well, first, Trish tries dipping her hands in salt.
That's how I did it. Well, not really, but kind of, yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she tries putting chili peppers on and around her nails.
Okay.
Is that what you did?
No, I was at a place where I went swimming in the ocean all day.
Oh.
And my finger had like sand and stuff, and it was just, and so for 2 weeks I didn't, and I was done.
Okay, so in order to break her bad habit, she decided to dip her fingers or her nails into things that might not taste very good.
Exactly, okay. If you dip something, you're putting something usually in a liquid or something like a liquid, and you're kind of putting it in there for a moment and then taking it out. You're not leaving it in there to kind of pick up all that water. No, you're putting it in there for a brief moment. If you're trying to wash your hands, you might just dip them in some water. You don't have to leave them in there for a long time. If you're trying to eat some food and you want a bit of sauce or a bit of flavor on it, you might put it in there just for a moment, pull it out, and put it in your mouth. You're dipping it in there. Another thing you might dip is your toe into a swimming pool before you jump in and find out, oh my gosh, it's so cold. You might dip your hand or dip your foot into the pool, put it in, take it out, check the temperature. Now you know you don't have to put it in that water for a long time.
But
yes,
there's a problem.
Oh no, what happened?
both of those methods fail to stop her nail-biting habit.
Well, I was afraid. I thought both of those methods made her fingers delicious.
Yeah.
So she started to eat more of them.
Yummy.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah,
Salty.
don't use
Spicy.
don't use barbecue sauce if you're trying to stop your nail-biting habit. So basically, it didn't work.
Nope.
They're good ideas, but it's harder than that for Trish. All right, well, not everything works the first time you try it, or sometimes you need stronger medicine. You need something that's a little more difficult in order to break that difficult habit. We're going to find out more tomorrow. So, no fingernail biting until then. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.
Trish has a bad habit. When she experiences difficulty at school, she bites her nails. Doing that gives her pleasure, and that, in turn, eases the pressure. Trish isn't blind to her bad habit. She knows that it isn't healthy. She also knows that it turns some people's stomachs. So she decides to find a way to break her bad habit. First, Trish tries dipping her hands in salt. Then she tries putting chili peppers on and around her nails. Both of those methods fail to stop her nail-biting habit.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这个的重点单字。第一个 bite 动词咬，它的三态是 bite, bit, bitten. My brother's dog bit me yesterday. 我哥哥的狗昨天咬了我。下一个单字 nail 名词指甲。Nail biting 是一个形容词，指的是咬指甲的。I broke a nail while opening the package. 我在打开包裹时弄断了一根指甲。下一个单字 pleasure 名词愉快喜悦。Eating ice cream on a hot day gives me much pleasure. 在炎热的天气里吃冰淇淋让我感到非常愉快。最后一个单字 pressure 名词压力。Too much homework can cause a lot of pressure for students. 太多的功课可能给学生带来很大的压力。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 somebody is blind to something. 某人对某事物视而不见。Blind 是形容词，意思是对什么无视的。我们来看看这个例句。Tom is blind to his own mistakes. Tom 对于自己的错误视而不见。下一个文法 turn one's stomach 使某人倒胃，直接的翻译是翻转某人的胃，意思就是令某人反感不舒服。也可以说 make one's stomach turn。我们来看看这个例句。The bad smell from the garbage bin turned my stomach. 垃圾桶散发的恶臭让我倒胃。bin 指的是箱子、桶子。最后一个文法 try 加上 VING。尝试做某事物，用于谈论试验新的事物。我们来看看这个例句。Nina is trying swimming for the first time this weekend. Nina 这个周末将第一次尝试游泳。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Wow, this party's in full swing.
I'm a total party animal.
Party animal? Well, what, are you gonna turn into a wolf or something?
No, silly. I'm a party animal. I like going to parties and socializing. I'm always the last one to leave a party.
Okay. I thought you were gonna start howling at the moon or something. Hi everyone! Today's idiom is party animal!
Yes, and it doesn't mean someone is literally an animal at a party.
Exactly. Okay, a party animal is a person who loves to party and is often seen at parties clubs, or any social gathering.
Right, so they are the life of the party. They love to dance, socialize, and just have a good time.
That's right. For example, you could say, my friend is a real party animal. She's always the last one to leave the party.
Or he's such a party animal. He goes to a party every weekend.
Not every weekend. But remember, being a party animal is not always a good thing. It's important to also focus on your responsibilities, take care of your health.
Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Absolutely, Shane. That's all for today. See you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, we're partying?
Oh, yeah, we're partying.